Darkcast Network. Indie pods with a dark side.
You are listening to Castles and Cryptids, where the castles are haunted and the cryptids are cryptic as fuck. And the cat is down.
Yeah.
Sorry.
The cat has entered the chat.
Seriously, as soon as almost the intro started playing, I was like, she's looking in the corner, and then I could just see his head. Oh.
Yeah, he was like reaching out of the basket at me, and then the basket started, because it's fabric, it just started collapsing on the one side, and he was like sliding out of it.
They always gotta have the attentions. Yeah, sorry if you're new here. Cats happen.
Yep. Catus interruptus.
Right, but I should say one cat. So, that's funny. Yes, welcome to the Cursed Cat episode. No, just wait. Are we doing curses? I'm forgetting now because we just
This
finished
one,
the Patreon.
This one's like superstitions
Right.
kind of thing. Mine also is viewed as a curse, so
they can have to do with a lot of bad luck for sure. So, as we were talking about, I think there's overlap.
Yep, absolutely.
Okay, yeah, we've been getting a lot of stitious lately because, yes, as I just plugged,
some superstitious.
Yeah, we did
super
curses.
Amount of stitches.
The cursed ep was fun. I laughed editing it when we were talking about the firefighters, and there was a lot of fires in yours.
Oh yeah,
I was just like, stop. We're just like, stop building there.
I still didn't send you a video of. I don't wanna spoil it. You'll have to.
But something like a firefighter effect on people.
Yes, mainly. I was saying that I fell down a rabbit hole or was watching something and then kept getting recommended.
Compilations.
Yeah, just like a bunch of guys who got rescued by firefighters and were kind of being like, oh, I get it now. Like, why you would want to be picked up by somebody stronger than you. And stuff like that.
The Brunswick Springs. For Curse Springs, they had a lot of fires.
So many fires. Like, ridiculous.
Yeah. And then I talked about cursed places in Japan, and that they have a lot of dark stuff too. So it's a well of information. Yeah.
Yeah. Man. So many things.
Yeah, that was fun. Okay. Yeah, superstitions. We all have them. Knock on wood, I think, was voted one of the most still used today. Yeah. It's like in the top 10.
Yeah, that and probably like maybe not as often, but like broken mirror also.
Yeah. 7 years, as we all probably heard.
Which, I mean, if that's true, like all the customers that come into my store have bad luck because they're breaking mirror. And we're like every day there's a broken mirror. So
yeah, that seems more just like a spillage in a bar. You're like, it's a certain amount of destruction just happens.
Yeah, it's expected.
Yeah, it explains things. People use it to explain things, or bad luck especially.
Yeah.
But whatever. People gonna cope how they're gonna cope. We're all doing that.
Yeah.
Each and every day. Right? Audio issues on the cursed episode. I was like, you know what? Keeping this in. Episode starts like 6 minutes after it booted you out or something stupid. Oh, I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah, that was a weird one because my Yeah, I hadn't connected my mic, and then we had to restart because of that, and then something
Yes, that
else.
happened
Yeah.
too.
Yeah. A weird evening.
I mean, yeah, it's like, oh well, it's real. But
It's real, it's raw.
yeah, and sometimes I find comfort in some of the. I'd be like, oh, feels like I've been having like a string of bad luck with my car recently. Sort one
Yeah.
insurance thing out. Next day, something breaks on it, and then they get that looked at, and then take it home from the place, and then it dies again on a busy road, and you're like, no, why? You guys said it was good. Anyway, and then you're like,
Yeah.
and then I find like, was Mercury in retrograde? I'm like, figures. But it's like, it doesn't really help anything. It just gives me something to like, I don't know. Sometimes then you're like, I can shake my fist
You
at,
blame.
yeah,
Yeah.
Mercury or a cloud.
Yelling at the sun. Yeah.
Oh my god. Yeah,
This
we're good.
yeah.
Sorry, I'm fine.
Yeah. Or
I have no
this
segue.
one, no.
Nope.
I think I had told you maybe on the Patreon app that originally I was gonna cover both this one and the one I covered for that one in one episode, and then I decided to split it.
That would have been wild.
Uh,
Because that had
I
a
feel
lot.
like jumping, yeah, that's kind of why I was happy I ended up splitting it, because even though they're both a little on the shorter side, there's enough that each of them can be done separate. So, yeah.
That's cool.
I'm wondering if you've ever heard of this one, because I hadn't, but
Oh.
some people might have. It's the Curse of Tippecanoe. Does that sound familiar?
No. Well, I don't think
No?
so.
Okay. It
Is it all
might.
one word? Or tip a canoe? Like space,
It's all one word.
Okay.
It has a handful of other names.
Oh no, this is where the pronunciation problems were
Yeah.
springing to life. Well,
It's also known as Tecumseh's curse, the 20-year curse, or the zero curse.
I've heard
I would also
parts of at least one of those.
Yeah. I would also say maybe you could just classify it as a presidential curse.
Oh really? Oh damn.
Yeah.
That is pretty
Even though
crazy. Curses can like happen to anything, and that's what I was like writing in their description.
yeah.
It's like places, people.
So Tippecanoe one is probably the most common name for it. It's like an urban legend or superstition that's surrounding multiple US presidents who ended up dying while in office, like still serving one of their terms.
Shit.
Not necessarily the first. Sometimes it was in the second term, but these are presidents that all died in office and had all been elected in years that were divisible by 20, and also that ended with zero. So that's why it's sometimes called the 20-year curse or the zero curse.
Divisible.
We'll get into
Okay.
all the dates. Yeah, we'll get into all the dates because it's a little.
That's wild.
I hope it's not too complicated. There was like, I'm sure there's like crazy graphs and stuff you can look at it about it, but
so many connections.
I didn't want to get into all that. Yeah.
Run out of red string. Can't be having that.
That's how I felt like in this. And I was like, okay, I've heard about so many of these presidential deaths, and I'm like, I don't want to get into them because there's a bunch of conspiracies about probably all of them. And we're going to touch on all the popular ones. They're all included in this. So
certainly it might overlap with the Kennedy curse. At least one was killed in office, and Anyway, okay. I do know that.
Yeah, all the popular ones, all the presidents I had known the name of that had died are included on this list. I went, okay, cool. So like,
Yeah.
so it all starts in 1811 when this military expedition led by William Henry Harrison is involved in a battle against Native American tribes that
Of
were
course.
led by this chief was named Tenskwata. Sorry.
We were doing our best.
I'm like, there's a lot of like W's and A's, and
Yeah.
The Native American tribes were defeated in the Battle of Tippecanoe, which is what the battle's called. And according to legend, their leader, Tecumseh, ended up placing a curse. The one source said on, quote, the Great White Fathers. So like
Okay.
like future presidents.
Still want there to be like a cursed canoe, but
interesting.
that's okay.
Yeah, right? That's why I was very confused.
Cursed
Yeah,
and white
so-
fathers. Sorry.
Yeah.
I'm into it. I'm on board.
Yeah, this is kind of like a whole conspiracy as well. Okay,
No.
so yeah, that's kind of the background on how the curse started. So from
Fair.
1840, because the Battle of Tippecanoe was like a few years. It was in 1811.
Right.
And then there was like a bunch of other historical stuff that happened, but so for the first president it affected, so the timeline is like 1840 to 1960, so it's 120 years that it spans. During this time, I ended up using Wikipedia and something else, and I counted how many different presidents there were, and there was 27 different presidents during that time, some of them that served more than one term. But in that 120 years and 27 presidents, 8 of them died while in office, serving either their first or second term.
Wow, yeah, that's like high.
Yeah, and of those 8, 7 of them died after being elected on a year that was divisible by 20 or ended in 0.
It's so nice and round, all the numbers. It's so pleasing.
So like, yeah, 27 presidents in 120 years, 8 die in office, and 7 of the 8 follow this like trend. So I'd say that's pretty compelling, but others disagree. Yeah.
9 out of 10 dentists. Yeah.
Yeah. Right? Yeah, so we'll go through like each one. So starting with the first one it affected. This is from thoughtco.com. They had like a nice, probably the most information I found about the beginning. So this is from their website. It said in 1840, William Henry Harrison won the presidency with the slogan, Tippecanoe and Tyler too.
Ew, wait.
Which referenced, it referenced Harrison's role in American victory at the Battle of Tippecanoe in 1811, when Tecumseh was the leader of the Shawnee, the opposing side in the battle, and his hatred for Harrison actually dated back to 1809. While governor of the Indiana Territory, Harrison negotiated a treaty with the indigenous people in which the Shawnee ceded large tracts of land to the U.S. government. Angered by what he considered Harrison's unfair tactics in negotiating the deal, Tecumseh and his brother organized a group of local tribes and attacked Harrison's army, thus creating the Battle of Tippecanoe.
How dare they fight back for themselves? Like, oh,
Right? Yeah. On land that they
typical.
owned, that you guys decided to fucking take from them.
Right. Or as more, they I think they see it more as not land can't even be owned. It's like, who came up with this stupid
Yeah.
concept? Yeah. I don't know. I'm just a
Uh,
white lady. Don't listen to me.
I know, right? I'm not a history expert. There's going to be so many things in this case or like topic that people dedicate their entire lives to researching, like historians and everything. So, like, this is what I found in my research. Sorry if it's wrong. I'm sure there's 10,000 pages of historical research about each of these topics you could get into, but we're not going to get into it because it's too much.
Oh,
So,
oh, exactly right.
yeah.
It's hard. You feel like you have to do like a white lady apology, and because well, and like sometimes, yeah, people will hear you say like I think we had a comment about one where we're like trying to focus on um Black history or something. It's like we're just saying we don't know much about it, but we're trying to learn. But then it was like, people saying they don't know anything about like Black history at the beginning of a podcast about it. I'm like, well, no, but we're we're trying. Anyway,
Yeah.
obligatory. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So during the War of 1812, which I have heard of, but I knew nothing
Right.
about, Harrison further reinforced his anti-Indigenous reputation when he defeated the British and the tribes that aided them in the Battle of the Thames. This additional defeat and the loss of more land to the American government is purportedly what drove Tecumseh's brother, Tenskwatawa, known by the Shawnee as the Prophet, to place a curse of death on all future U.S. presidents elected in years ending in 0.
Like specifically that. Okay, the curse was like
Apparently, a little strange in my opinion. I would just curse everybody, but that's fine.
yeah, all the ones that
Can't
are
have
elected
you
there.
can't have every U.S. president die every 4 years for the rest of time. That would be too much.
Maybe they felt that was a little bit too much avenging.
On the last day of the U.S. president's term, he will fucking die.
But what about that? Isn't that kind of like that sheriff we were talking about? You covered.
Yeah, that's what I thought of. That witch's curse on that little town.
Because anybody who became sheriff, they were like,
Yeah.
But again, it does kind of go back to they talk about it anything where it's like
I love a cursed job posting.
Cursed
Your
curse
job
of
is
living.
cursed.
What? Sorry.
I said it's a cursed job posting. If you become sheriff, you die. If you become a president, you die.
I mean, one could argue they're certainly risky for police officers at times, risky jobs.
Yeah.
But
we'll get into all that.
We digress.
Interesting. Yeah. So Harrison was elected president after that stuff went down, and after delivering a very long inaugural address on a cold and windy day, he was stuck in a rainstorm and caught a serious cold, which would eventually turn into severe pneumonia infection that killed him only 30 days later.
Wow. Surprised someone just didn't shoot him after the long speech. Like, shut this guy up.
Maybe. Harrison's inauguration was on March 4th, 1841, and he died on April 4th. Oh my god, almost the anniversary. From pneumonia or maybe enteric fever. So he died after being president for 30 days.
Oh,
cool.
One of those.
That's where it all started. Yeah.
Yeah. That's funny.
So, Yeah, I have little blurbs about each of these, just 1 or 2 sentences, because again, most of these deaths we're going to talk about, there's way too much to get into. So this is literally the bare minimum. 1860, so that was 1840. This jump ahead to 1860.
Okay.
Abraham Lincoln is
Yeah.
elected. We know what happens, don't we? Yeah. Again, don't need to say much other than April 14th, 1865.
And
He's
April.
assassinated.
April's unlucky.
Yeah.
You just mentioned April twice.
I know, damn it.
And this is going to out in April.
And it's funny because I was just trying to Google important historical April deaths, and then it was like my case.
That's true.
That's so funny. None of these came up. Anyway, yeah, Abraham Lincoln on April 14th, 1865 was assassinated by John Wilkes Booth at Ford's Theater. I think he was in his second term?
And he'd seen his doppelganger too, right?
Yeah, I there was like a nice breakdown. Hold on. It showed like who was in their first term and who was in their second, because
damn,
I cannot keep track of U.S. presidents. It's just like too annoying.
Was like a callback.
Yeah,
to
he was in his
first
second term. And okay.
Yeah, they liked
him.
Yeah,
he's in his second term. And then 20 years later, 1880, when James Garfield, he takes office in March of 1881. And because like their inaugurations and everything, when they like take office, is different than the year they get elected.
Yeah, because of the November.
Yeah, so that's why they talk about like the year they get elected and not when their inauguration is. The dates can be a little confusing, but that's what's happening. So
it's
he
every
takes
20
office
years so far,
March.
though. Yeah, it's like okay, yeah.
Right. And it stays that way for a while.
Dang.
Yeah, it's like literally every single time. Yeah. So James Garfield, he takes office March of 1881, and then July 2nd, 1881, he is shot by Charles J. Gettu in a Washington, D.C. train station. A wound which led to his death later on in September 19th, 1881.
Oh, so not killed right away.
Another.
Huh.
No, it was like pretty delayed. It was the beginning of July, so July, August, and partway through September, like 2.5 months.
Damn. Yeah, you don't hear too much about him.
Yeah. No. Another assassination.
Not as cool. Then... Took too long. Just kidding.
Yeah.
Oh God. I hate myself.
We're gonna get flagged for like what is it? Death threats against U.S. presidents or something.
Oh no.
No. It's only the past ones that we don't know much about.
Right? And at this point, he could just go of old age, and we don't know. That's kind of what people are waiting on.
Maybe that's already happened. Yeah. So
Epstein's still alive. Oh no! Shut her up. Okay.
Next is 1900. William McKinley is elected for his second term. So this one's his second. So his first term was not in a year that was 20, but his second term was in a year. He was elected for his second term on a year that was 20.
It's his mistake.
So, don't seek re-election. On September 6th, 1901, he is shot by Leon F. Kazalgaz.
Wow.
Oh my God. In Buffalo, New York, and McKinley died almost a week later on September 14th, 1901.
Another one that was shot and killed.
Yeah, that's 3 in a row.
America, you know, we've talked about this. You guys gotta do better.
It's practically patriotic at this point. Next, 1920, we have Warren G. Harding, which I had to leave this in because I thought this was hilarious. The source said, recognized as one of the worst presidents of all time.
Recognized?
Oh, cool.
That's an honor.
I was like, interesting. I've never heard of this man before. But I guess he was marred by... Apparently there was multiple scandals while he was in office, so like maybe somebody needs to do a Venn diagram of him and Trump, and we can crown one of them the ultimate worst.
He may have lost his posthumous title.
Yeah, he may no longer be. I just thought that was funny. It was like,
worst president. Oh.
I was like, what an interesting thing to put in an article about presidents when it mentioned nothing about any other presidents and how they behaved in office.
Right.
It's like, oh, fascinating. Yeah, so in August 1923, so this is 3 years into his term, he was visiting San Francisco on a cross-country voyage of understanding, where he was meeting people all across the nation. I think it was like a PR move to try and like, been like, oh yeah, the people love me, and I'm talking to the people. And
wave to the people.
Yeah. So while in San Francisco in this voyage of understanding, he suffers a stroke and dies.
Oops.
And then I laugh.
Couldn't stand all that adoration from all them people. It's too much.
Yeah. Other sources did mention him possibly dying of a heart attack, or even is it like tow mine poisoning? Like, I've never heard that before. I think I meant to look it up. What is tow mine? It starts with a P. Tow mine.
Interesting.
Poisoning.
I think it might have to do with food prep or food.
Yeah, food poisoning caused by any various amines formed by petrifactive bacteria.
Oh.
Diarrhea, stomach pain, cramps, nausea. Sounds like Pepto-Bismol. Yeah, I guess foodborne illness. Yeah, maybe. Or he had a heart attack, or he had a stroke. We'll never know. It's been 106 years.
No way to know.
Next is 1940. Franklin Roosevelt. Also heard of him.
Oh, FDR.
He was elected for his 3rd term in 1940. However, he died during his 4th term in 1945 of a cerebral hemorrhage. So this is the one people don't kind of go back and forth on including, because he was elected in he was elected in a year ending in 20, but he didn't die in that term. He died after he was elected for a 4th term in 1945.
Oh, okay.
But technically he's still a president who at one time was elected during a year ending in 20 or a 0, but his death is still considered part of the curse, as his 3rd term's election was held in 1940.
I feel like he was also the one that went to Oak Island. Maybe he survived 2 curses.
Maybe.
I'll check.
Next is 1960 with John F. Kennedy.
Oh, right.
Yeah. That's why I'm like, I was looking this up and I was like, all of these presidents, there'd be so much to get into if you actually like.
And then 11/22/63. Yeah, by the way, yeah, FDR was the one that went to Oak Island. He was pretty.
Oh, nice.
Maybe he was pretty curse proof for a while.
Yeah. Maybe they're like, oh, you already got cursed with one thing, and we're not gonna double curse you. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, so John F. Kennedy became the youngest elected president in 1960. He was assassinated in 1963 by Lee Harvey Oswald, maybe while riding a motorcade through Dallas, Texas. And that's all I'm going to say about that, because that is the most conspiracy heavy. You
don't have time to do a side deep dive.
No, like
go
1,000 pages later.
Yeah.
But this ends like it. Since Kennedy's assassination.
Hashish.
Assassination in 1963. No president has died in office. So Kennedy was the last president to die in office of any reason, which is kind of interesting.
Yeah. And they're all fucking old as shit.
Yeah. However, there have been other assassination attempts and medical episodes during recent presidencies. Won't even get into fucking Trump.
And assassinations of other Kennedys. Yeah, the other one wasn't president, but what is it? You know the one I mean. The other one.
I don't know. I just like.
RFK? Yeah. Yeah, RFK Jr. is the one that's still alive. His dad, I think, was the other one that was killed. Oh my God. You guys know. Shut up. Kennedy stuff.
I don't know. I can't remember. Could care less about the Kennedys, if you couldn't tell. I feel the same way about the British royal family. Anyway. So getting it, that was the last. Kennedy was the last one to die. So the next year election, we're gonna cover each one. 1980 was Ronald Reagan. He had some stuff. He was shot by this guy named John Hinckley Jr. 2 months after his inauguration in 1981. He survived after receiving really quick medical attention. Like, they were very quick to respond to him being shot. And the bullet missed his heart by inches. And then thought this was kind of interesting because days after the shooting, there was a columnist who wrote an article headlined Reagan and the Eerie Zero Factor. It was reported on in the Daily Intelligencer. The weirdest name for a newspaper I've ever heard.
Really?
And it said
it's like kind of what they used to call spying, like intelligence work, but it's old-timey sounding.
Yeah, the Daily Intelligencer.
Yeah, okay. It doesn't roll off the tongue.
No. But this article, Reagan and the Eerie Zero Factor, said that the 40th president had either disproved the superstition or that he had 9 lives. So that was like one of the first times that the superstition was talked about, and this was back in 1981. So.
And they said that Reagan survived it? Is that what you said? Sorry.
Yeah. He was shot during, like, 2 months after his inauguration, but he survived. Reagan
crazy.
also survived a surgery in 1985, and he was the oldest elected president at the time. Nancy Reagan was reported to have even hired psychics and astrologers to try and protect her husband from the curse, which I thought was interesting.
That's kind of, yeah. She was into it.
Yeah.
The woo-woo.
Yeah. He ultimately died of natural causes in 2004 at the age of 93. So.
Damn.
Yeah, that was he was the first one that didn't die, but doesn't mean there weren't attempts or like things that almost happened. The next is the year 2000, good old George W. Bush.
Well, yeah, that's you want to talk curses and conspiracy.
So funny. Just remember as a kid, just like thinking, wow, the president's an idiot. And then Obama got elected, and I went, wow, you could actually have a cool president? Like,
well, it's possible.
Yeah. George W. Bush, he survived 2 terms in office, during which he survived 2 assassination attempts. I didn't know about any of this.
Okay. Forgot about
I guess so. And several alleged plots. The most notable being during his 2nd term when a live grenade was thrown at him, but it failed to explode. So, like, goddamn, that's crazy.
Damn.
I never knew about that. I just knew he couldn't open a door once.
But don't they also, like, famously, the whole family, like, love war? Oh, God, no, we won't go into it. Let's go make war on people that have oil.
Yeah. But apparently somebody threw a grenade at him.
That's crazy.
That should have detonated, but it didn't. So, like, yeah. That's wild.
He just went back to reading that children's book different time.
Yeah. So Bush left office in 2009 and is alive.
Oh yeah, is he? Okay.
Yeah.
Good for him.
He's just like, right? You just don't hear about him anymore. It's great.
Really
it's
don't.
Wonderful. Other presidents could take note. So the next 20 was 2020 with Joe Biden. He served a single term and was basically without incident. That also was casting doubt.
That's the first time I've ever heard 2020 and basically without incident in the same sentence. I'm so sorry to
yeah. Right?
Oh God. That's funny. He made it. Joe.
He made it. He didn't die, and at least from what this article said, there was no they didn't list anything specifically, but the multiple sources said it's worth to point out that every president since Nixon has been a target of at least one assassination plot.
Oh my.
So them saying that, but then saying that Joe Biden's term was without incident is like, okay, but then like what's the plot that was foiled for him? Like, I guess it's never been publicized.
Yeah.
So it's interesting.
Unless they just count the whole COVID thing.
Yeah.
Oh God. That is so dark.
Yeah, so that was the 7 out of 8 presidents that died while in office. The last one,
I didn't realize so many have been
other president
shot. Wow.
Yeah. The only other death in office that isn't attributed to the curse is that of Zachary Taylor, who was elected in 1848, and he died in 1950 after consuming one of 3 things. Could be either bad water, milk, or cherries. And I put a little question mark being like, those are 3 very different things.
What? Bad water was the first one?
Yeah, bad water, milk, or cherries.
They're really just throwing it in the dark. Bad something. You're like, yeah, probably.
Yeah. Caught a case of the bad.
Oh, they had such weird names for
Yeah.
things. The morbid sore throat. You're like, oh, dear.
But I guess he was also elected at some point in a year ending in 0. So even though he was elected in 1848, he died in 1850, which was a year ending in 0, they wanted to point out. But most of the other presidents were elected in a year ending in 0 and then didn't die in a year ending in 0. So,
Kind
whatever.
of flips it, yeah. Like in the
Yeah.
Missy
And
song.
yeah. Many of the other presidents outside of the curse, like those other, 19, have also faced other assassination attempts and like medical problems and stuff. But
True.
we won't talk about them because they don't matter. Okay. We have to cherry pick our data to prove a point. And that point is that this curse is real. Maybe.
I mean, it's pretty interesting. You're like, that's a lot of
I'm
dinkies.
if it wasn't for the fact that like out of 27 presidents in that time, 8 of them die and 7 of them you can like link in this way, I find that part interesting, that like 7 out of 8 that have died, or at least 6, I guess you could say, out of the 8 that have died had like this in common. Yeah.
Over a really long period of time, almost as long as we've had presidents. We've had
So I just have a few little things. These are kind of like miscellaneous things from the Wikipedia article I also read, because they had a really nice like chart that showed it, like listed all the presidents, what year they were elected, what term of their election they died, like they were in, when they died, their term of their death, and their like cause of death, which was really helpful to keep everything straight, because it's getting crazy when I was trying to figure out dates. I'm like, what's going on? But it also had they also had this little thing. So this is from Wikipedia. It said in 1931 and 1948, the trivia book series Ripley's Believe It or Not noted the pattern and termed it the Curse of Tippecanoe.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. Strange as It Seems by John Hicks ran a cartoon prior to the election that was held in 1940, and it was titled Curse Over the White House, and it claimed that in the last 100 years, every U.S. president elected in a 20-year interval, or every U.S. president elected at 20-year intervals has died in office. Which, yeah.
And then, we haven't had one for a big chunk since, so that's crazy too.
Yeah, it stopped in the 1960s, so.
And we know the gun, like the gun violence has not stopped at all. So.
In February of 1960, journalist Ed Coderbaugh noted that the next president of the United States will face an eerie curse that for more than a century has hung over every chief executive elected in a year ending with 0. Both of their hints at the elected president's death came true, with Franklin D. Roosevelt's death in 1945 and John F. Kennedy's assassination in 1963. Yeah.
I mean, it's pretty crazy. I really like the theory. And I do
like this one.
I think I've heard it really, like.
Really? Oh, I'm glad. I hoped you didn't, because I'm like, I feel like if it was like U.S. presidential curse, I feel like would be more common maybe, for people to talk about, but I don't know. I thought it was compelling. Yeah, like I mentioned, at least. out of 8 of them dying, 6 of them were in their term that was elected in a year with ending in 0 or was divisible by 20, which is crazy.
Exactly. You're like,
A
I'm like
hell of
a meme with
coincidence.
the math.
Yeah.
Trying to, like, why is there a
Yeah.
pattern? What does the pattern mean? Is there a pattern? It's the number 23 with what's his face? Jim Carrey, that guy.
Yeah. Almost said Tim Curry. No, Jim Carrey. Very
Close.
name.
They're kind of starting to make fun of him because he came out. Oh, he looks a little bit, older and squishier in the face. So they're like, did he have plastic surgery? It's like, no, just getting old.
Yeah. I was listening to the radio. This must have been about a week ago when I was driving to work, and they were talking about the fact that they just recently auctioned off that. You've seen Ace Ventura, right?
I mean,
yeah.
With my butt cheeks, but yes.
So when he crawls out of that rhino, so apparently they recently auctioned off that rhino, and they thought they were gonna get like very little for it. Well, apparently they got quite a bit for it, like way more than they were expecting.
Really?
So they were talking about on the radio if like the person that bought it is just gonna crawl out of the rhino's ass and try and recreate the scene. But
okay, I'm not really remembering the rhino so much right now, but there was a lot of ass jokes, so I'll have to give it a rewatch.
It's like a safari. It's like a safari, and there's a bunch of people watching, and they think the rhino is giving birth, and then it's just Jim Carrey crawling out of the rhino's ass. But they think it's giving birth, so they're all like, "Everybody gather round! We're going to watch like a miracle of Mother Nature." It's just Jim Carrey climbing out of a rhino's ass. So funny.
Oh God, he's a national treasure.
He's a national fucking treasure. Love him. He was my childhood, okay? The Mask movie and fucking Grinch and Ace Ventura.
The Mask. We were watching this docu-series or whatever where they just talk about like different like horror movie tropes, and they have like, directors and actors and stuff on, and they were like doing, one episode was all on Japanese movies, and like the one reminded me, it had ghosts, but then it also had this like demonic mask that's this woman tried to like claw off her face. And I'm like, let the mask! Like all excited. I'm like, really weird. Like that. Perhaps it had a dark inspiration.
Yeah.
But then they made it into Jim Carrey. So, yeah. Classic.
Yeah.
Oh man. Well, I really liked that. Oh,
thanks. I had fun pretending to care about American presidents. No.
I mean, I can listen to like history podcasts and stuff. Oh,
I can't.
Sometimes
I can't. It's so I can't. History's got to be one of the least interesting topics to me.
You just talked about all these people that got shot and died. Come on, that's like a movie.
But like interspersed was like stuff about like wars and achievements, and I'm like, ugh.
She's like, I
feel like I'm in social studies.
Oh, I thought it was interesting because it like all ties in where you're like, this president. Yeah. I'm like, well, but then he was on the curse of, oh God, yeah.
Yeah. I'm like, most of these presidents, I was like, I've heard of that one. I've heard of them.
Didn't know, so many of the shootings, but I guess I should not be surprised.
Yeah. No, seems to be a common theme of, like assassination attempts or successes being guns. And one grenade.
A grenade. George W.
Yeah, that was wild. I was like, that's crazy. Never in my life did I ever hear somebody tried to kill him with a grenade.
And he's been on The Simpsons. They say a man contains multitudes. Shit, what was I gonna say? Yeah, fucking George W. Bush. Oh god, I don't know. Curses. Blah blah blah. Ronald Reagan. Oh yeah, I don't know. Was it I think it was someone during one of them Revolutionary Wars, or perhaps it was a book I was reading on the other one. The what's it called? The other American one they had there. Oh my god, my brain is not braining. The Civil War, yeah, thank you. That C word. And one of them like got shot, and then he said so. He was like real cool about it, and he was just like, hey, who shot me? He was like, go think about what you've done or something. Like they were like, do you want to kill him? And then he's like, no, leave him alone. He knows, he learned his lesson. I was like, this guy was a badass. Oh fuck, and I'm gonna have to Google. I'll Google who it is before we get back to the record part 2, because we're probably gonna have to stop here and pick it up when I have my notes. Anyway.
Yeah.
Nobody needs to know.
We'll take a break, and for you guys, we'll be right back. For us, we'll be back in a couple days.
Yeah. You're right. It'll be all out together. It'll be fine. It's all fine.
It's all fine. That meme of the dog with like the fire behind it.
I know. Some days I feel like that mentally, so I'm just like, it's fine. But yeah, I really did enjoy that.
Thanks. I brought the history to our historical podcast.
Our apparently historical leaning podcast.
Yeah, we're never gonna beat these allegations now.
It is. I like doing when you have to go true crime. It's like, I know a lot of podcasts will be like, I don't like to cover ongoing cases or ones that are recently in the media. Sometimes it's easier to do, older cases, of course. So sometimes history is fucked up and interesting, I think. Certainly bloody.
Yeah.
Anyway. All right.
Hi, I'm Jackie.
And I'm Jenna.
Have you ever heard a true crime story that made you stop and say, who does that? Well, same.
On our show, Stop, Who Does That? We take you through diabolical deep dives, court case breakdowns, and headline highlights you won't forget.
Come hang out with us on Stop, Who Does That? Wherever you get your podcasts.
So we don't want to play our intro because we already did part 1.
This is part 2. We already told the people it would be a new day.
It's a new day. Yes, it is. We'll just welcome them back. We are so back. Hopefully you are too.
Yeah. I heard Gordo. I do not see the Gordo.
I heard him too. I heard the shaky, shaky, shake. But
now I'm paranoid.
Oh no. Well, he will let us know. He will let his presence be known, I'm sure.
He's right here now. Oh. Buddy, you're gonna jump up on the desk? Well, Gordo's excited.
Cats need to be involved whenever you're working is like the way that my dog needs to be involved whenever you're like trying to hug or kiss your spouse. Well, that too, but for some reason he doesn't like want to be like, he's like, cuddles? I don't know what it is. You're like, oh my god. He's so funny that way.
Yeah. when you texted me the first time about recording, I had just settled on the couch and Gordo had just laid on me, and he was like, I don't know, he likes to drool. I don't know what his thing is.
Like boxer dogs. Okay.
Yeah, he's kind of a drooly cat, so I had like this big splotch on my shirt.
Oh my god, drooly cat.
That was just his.
Drooly cat.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, when I texted
and
you
it's
back, because I was
weird.
like, got your text about recording at about the time you said you would be ready to record. I was like,
Yeah.
oh no. Well, because I knew you were getting off at like 4 or whatever, and
Yeah.
you don't have much of a commute and stuff, but like we didn't have an exact time. So then when I picked up my phone,
I was just gonna try and have a snack, and then here we are 2 hours later, finally able to record.
I know, I was also having a snack. And then like, oh, don't get me started. My computer. Why does it have to want to do the updates and things when I'm like, I just think I need to restart.
You gotta restart it like every day. That's what technology wants, to be rebooted all the time.
It's so gross. What's wrong with it? I like to just like leave it up here when I'm not thinking about it. My laptop that I like. Pat's like something about the desktop down there, because I was like complaining like it's still fucking updating. I don't know, and it kept going like, oh, don't be surprised if I restart multiple times while we're updating. I'm like, are you shitting me with this? Because just when you think you know how long it's going to be. I didn't know how long it was going to be. I was trying to like communicate that. I'm like, I don't know. It's like being stupid. But whatever.
Always.
Yeah. It's just like, anyway, I forget what it was. The point is something about using the desktop one downstairs. And I was like, I can't use it in the downstairs. It's in our front room there, which is just
it's like too open.
It doesn't even have a door. Yeah, it's like mostly used as a library right now, and then has the computer and desk in it with a desktop.
Yeah,
computer that Pat sometimes plays Baldur's Gate on.
Yeah,
like, so we could probably move some desk situation up here, but yeah, I need help doing this whole room, and I have paint swatches because I want to like paint it maybe something darker, like a blue or a purpley.
Nice. That sounds fun.
Yeah. All that to say, we are back. Possibly more chatty. I don't even remember, but I had fun filming. I was gonna say filming part 1.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Recording. Yeah, we're rested, refreshed, back with part 2.
We're back on mic. Look out. Yeah.
Yeah. Back on our bullshit.
Yes, that's the one. That seems accurate.
Gordo's here. He's ready to learn about something a little stitious, maybe superstitious.
Oh, yes, honey. It's Good Friday when we're recording, but it's not always good. Sometimes you have a shitty day. You had to work. I had some parts were shitty. I don't know. I just but this is gonna be fun. I loved your segment, and we said most of it. I think I told you, on when we're still recording. I was like, that was good, and also kind of like a conspiracy almost. Like I very much that
it was like conspiracy, curse, superstition.
Yeah, how do you categorize it? Like
kind of all rolled into one.
Death curse, or just people being like, some of these presidents died and we put it in an algorithm, and but like it was like almost every 20 years, and that always sounds like a very good legend.
It's very, very compelling, I'd say. I mean, you can't disprove the years most of those people died in, and like what year they were elected and all that kind of stuff. So
Where's Abenakis? Wait, was that the one with the Abenaki? Or am I getting confused because I had to do the notes
Yeah.
for the... Okay. Because the Brunswick Spring, too, had, like, a curse on
Oh,
it.
the...
And I can't remember now.
I think the Brunswick Spring, that was Abenaki. This was a Shawnee curse. Because
Right.
the brothers were, like, part of a Shawnee tribe.
You definitely had difficult
Yeah.
pronunciations in each of them, unfortunately.
Yeah. Just names. I always feel really bad. I tried, but
It's tough. We're always
It's-
going to have our
and
English
it's hard to
accents, or,
even
you know,
when
Canadian,
you look
whatever.
up pronunciations, some of them are so like AI generated now, or it's like
Ew.
that kind of thing where it's like, do you even trust them? You'll listen to a handful of them, all sound totally different, and you're like, unless somebody
No.
like is putting that they're like part of that like ethnicity or whatever, I almost don't trust any pronunciation guides because it's like really,
Yeah, you're always going to have your own native language. Your first language is your accent. So,
yeah,
excuse
it's
me.
like, oh, sometimes that just sounds like a robot reading it. That's definitely not how I think you say that name. But yeah,
No.
I find it's getting harder to deal with the internet.
Sorry.
That's for sure.
Yes. Fucking AI. Nothing.
Yeah,
All of this
hate
is,
it, kill it.
Yeah. None of this is ever going to be ChatGPT.
No,
so
fucking
that's
hate it. Chat GPT, whatever, pictures, and ugh, I hate all of it.
Yeah, like the way they have to like explicitly be like AI generated image, and sometimes I'll see that in shows I'm watching and stuff. I'm like, oh, okay, well, at least I know.
Yeah, like,
Yeah.
God, there's so many good, like,
Deep fakes,
graphic designers,
Yeah.
and no, there's just so many good, like, graphic designers and like people that would be interested in making stuff, and now you're making them disinterested because they have to defend themselves against allegations of it being like AI generated, and it's so annoying.
Oh, totally. With images and videos and with writing and stuff, because people will.
Yeah.
I'll read a Reddit post and then it'll be like, by the way, this is totally AI. Like the comments will be like, too many M dashes. I'm like, what is an M dash? That's a dash.
Yeah.
Like what? Okay.
Yeah.
Not everybody writes the same, but it's very strange. Yeah, it's like people will jump on it if your writing style seems off even. It's like,
yeah.
okay. Oh man, guys. It's hard. It's tough out there, gang.
Yep.
Oh.
Yep.
Please charge
It's
it.
getting worse by the day. Oh no, your headphones. Your headphones are begging.
Yeah. Death to my, but still sponsor us, studio headphones, because they have lasted a long
They've
time.
survived the whole pod.
I once left the whole case outside, and it rained a bit that night.
Wow.
So, studio.
Yeah, please sponsor us.
They're Swedish. It's spelled SUDIO.
I mean-
Yep.
Yeah, you talked
it.
about them enough. I got a pair of my own after years.
You got such a steal on a pair. I was like, damn, girl.
Yeah.
They're like, okay, so maybe you pay like a couple $100 for something, but then it lasts me like 6 years. Like, that's a good, it's worth it, you know?
Yeah. Mine are, I don't think, the same like level as the ones you must have gotten, but mine were $20 at my work.
Yeah, they have
Woo!
different kinds for sure. So I don't
Yeah.
remember exactly what this like model is called or whatever.
Yeah.
Ugh. Anyway, we're chatty. I guess we'll get to chat tomorrow too, maybe. So, but I felt like I took
Yeah.
up so much of Kelsey's time trying to get my computer to work, so I better get started.
Taking my whole day.
She doesn't
God
have many
damn
days
it.
off. And then it was just like not working. So,
Yeah, God.
it's time to
Get it together.
spill the tea on this one. It's all about bees.
Bees?
Yeah.
I love bees. If you couldn't tell, do I have anything bee related in this room? No.
I don't know.
All I'm looking at are mushrooms.
I didn't know if you had a
Like
bee
mushroom.
kink. Just kidding.
No.
I called it spill the tea to your bees. Because that's
I have
a theme.
I have like bee pins and a
Ooh.
pair of earrings. Technically, my bee pin, it used to be sets of earrings, but I thought they were too big for my ears. Yeah, so those are the ones I like cut the post off the back and then like glued the like pin backing onto it and turned them into like a little tiny brooch.
I have to fix. I have a set of studs that were like little. It's like D&D related, so they're like little D20. They're little pink D20 dice. We might have put them at a market. Well, anyway, you reminded me. I looked up and I was like, oh yeah, I have a little like bee pet like keychain thing.
Oh,
that
cute.
I think I got from work or something silly. That's so funny.
Cute.
Okay. So there's like actually a lot of superstition. I've actually kind of wanted to low-key cover some bee stuff since like the last Outlander book that came out was called Go Tell the Bees That I'm Gone. And
okay, I think I have heard of that.
It's yeah. So,
what is this Outlander you speak of? I've never heard of that.
Oh, I think you have heard of that. Maybe, yeah, once or twice. It's a car by like Mitsubishi. No. It's
this whole time. Alana's just been talking about. I read it in Outlander, and it's just the Outlander, like owner's manual.
It reminds me of like texting
car.
with my brother, and then like I said something about the show, and he goes, "Oh yeah, that's ending soon, isn't it?" In such a very casual way that it was like an arrow to my heart almost. I was like, "Well, yes."
Are you not devastated?
But I do have a prequel show, so. Oh my god! There's two girls that do a outlandishly hot recap podcast or whatever it's called. They started it when Blood of My Blood started.
It's a funny name.
The prequel, yeah. They're very Australian, and they did a compilation clip of them crying to the trailer, which was quite funny. And then some people took it like too seriously. They're like, no, I don't know. They were pretending it was some scam or something. I don't know.
Damn.
Yeah. Like, what? The Outlander guy wants us to, like a romance scam. Like come meet him, but he needs $5,000.
Oh, no.
I don't know. Oh my god, sorry, so off topic. But not, because like Scotland, and that's, how I almost first heard about kind of the bee superstitions and stuff. And then I in between that time and now, one of my podcasts that I listened to on the reg did cover some bee stuff, and I went, I've been wanting to do that, so that's why it's all shoehorned in here. And
okay, I'm excited. I don't know about any bee superstitions.
Right? It seems so
I know
specific.
They were going extinct, and a bunch of them we've saved.
Oh yeah, they're very important.
Yeah. Very, very important.
So yeah, I guess it makes sense that we're...
And they're just cute.
I guess. I will say I've had a love-hate relationship because they kind of... I'm scared of the ones that can sting you when they come near you.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Hey.
I still like them.
Yeah, there's a lot about bees. Guess we've been fascinated with them for a while.
Yeah.
And like a lot of the folklore are much like, well, you have to keep your bees informed or else they will run away because they love gossip, basically. So, I thought that was so funny. Bees, they're kind of crazy. I know they will drink like whatever they can find, whether it's, honey, if the fruit's fermented and it's kind of like,
Yeah, they get drunk.
alcoholic. They don't mind it. They'll drink coffee, like I'm pretty sure I've heard that, yeah. Now I'm saying things that I'm throwing out there that I was like, that wasn't in my notes. Please fact check me.
Yeah.
It's like on Handsome Pod, sometimes May will say something, they'll be like, May fact. You're like, yeah. But sometimes, yeah, there'll be traditions like black ribbons around the hives for a death, stay in the family. So they'll do that in like Wales, places like that. There's just a few examples. In the Netherlands, there's like a bee bread that is baked upon the death of a person, and you offer some to them while you're announcing that they're gone.
Oh.
But, like on the happier side, they will put in France red ribbons around a hive for a wedding, and they might share a bit of the wedding cake. So they kind of get both sides.
Like to the bees?
Yeah.
They give it to the bees?
Because they love
that sounds
sugar and
cute.
stuff, of course, right? So I think they will just
That's so funny.
flock to it.
Save a slice of your wedding cake for the bees.
Right? I love it. It's so cute. So in the Ozarks, the mothers to be would tell the bees around them that they were having a baby to ensure that the baby or the kid would be of a sweet nature and be industrious, like a worker bee is. So
Okay.
it's like good luck that way, to keep them up to date. But yeah, definitely there's like the whole their draping of the black crepe. They carried that into New England, even into the 19th century, or possibly leaving some of the funeral cakes. Oh, and I didn't ever look this one up, but there was a poem written by John Greenleaf Whittier called Telling the Bees in 1858. I didn't look it up because I just already had so much bee content.
Yeah. I've heard a couple maybe things about like telling bees stuff.
You have actually? That's cool.
Yeah, but not anything that like specific necessarily. I think there was a book I maybe read at some point that was yeah, something about that. I think it was like a girl that would like go tell secrets to the bees or something.
Ooh, okay.
But I don't really remember.
It's... Oh, sorry, now I gotta plug in my computer. Yeah, it does seem to be kind of a custom across a few different cultures, which interests me when it does that.
Yeah.
But I guess they are kind of everywhere, right? So why wouldn't it? So in places like Scotland, I know they are considered sort of messengers that can go, beyond the veil between life and death. It's kind of interesting. I don't know. They're kind of so soft and bumbly. Some of them, you're like, they don't seem like a death guy.
Yeah.
But not like it's not like it's a death omen to see one.
No.
Not like those owls. No. I got my owl earrings on, and I was thinking about how I think something about barn owls on your house at night or something is supposed to be like that. Was it at night? They're always out at night.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Also, I saw a very funny video where an owl turned his head all the way around and a cat got very scared and did this little cat face where his little mouth came up. I can't even.
Just like, no, you can do that.
He was so confused.
Like, you see that shit?
Exactly. And then he ran away. Yeah, they'll be like, sorry. they'll be like bee leaves, like a bee coming in the house heralds important news. Or if one lands on your hand, it means wealth is on your way, according to some Cornish beliefs.
Nice.
Right.
I had that once when I was like a kid. I was out on the playground at school, and I was like really young. Like this would have been grade 3 or 4.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And a bee landed on the side of my pinky. It was like just hanging on to like just standing on my pinky. And I didn't realize it at first, and then it wouldn't fly away, so it was just like on the side of my pinky for like a couple minutes.
That's so like crazy.
Yeah.
I wonder how still you were being, because I feel like they don't.
I don't know.
land.
I was just standing there and I didn't notice it until like the very end, and then it was just like, oh my god, because I hated bugs. So
Yeah. You're just like, yeah, it's not that, it's like snakes and spiders and stuff. Sometimes people are afraid of them, not because it's like, well, we're just a little scared they could, be a little creepy or hurt us a bit.
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah, I have been stung once, and it like was at King's Landing, and I was wearing a long dress with the petticoat, so it got somewhere where it was up in the back, and I could like hear it, and then I would like turn around and like, but it's behind me.
Oh my god.
And so it was like the small of my
That
back
sucks.
kind of. Yeah.
Oh,
And this
that
one
sucks.
house, yeah, they had like kind of a modern, like when you went down to the basement where only employees were allowed, it had a modern break room and a bathroom that people could go to in the one house. And so I went down there and like took my like petticoat off and like shook out my dress and was like, ah! Yeah. I don't know, maybe it didn't even like, do they actually die after they sting you? Because I feel like he might have been still crawling around a bit, but it was a mark.
Maybe some of them do. I don't know if I ever got stung by a bee, but I got stung by like a wasp or something. We were outside when I was a kid having like a campfire, like a wiener roast kind of thing. And my parents brought me and my friend like blankets, and I was wearing shorts. And I like wrapped the blanket around myself, but kind of like I was a burrito. So like I rolled up in the blanket and like tucked it around me, and then like a wasp or whatever must have flown on the inside when I was wrapping it, because then it got stuck between the fabric of the blanket right up against my leg. And it was,
or he was already in there, just hanging around, maybe.
And then I like threw the blanket and was like running because my leg hurt so bad.
Oh, no kidding. Ouchie.
Yeah.
And they don't even make honey. They just wasps.
Yeah, they just suck.
Right. It's also every time I open my patio thing that I have to look, because sometimes there's like moths or whatever also kind of already up in the patio.
Yeah.
I was to say lantern. That's not it. You know what I mean.
Patio lantern.
Umbrella. Yeah. Yes, there's like folklore. Let's see. Oh, they land on your head. If you're in Germany, it means great success.
Nice.
The Celts believe they have hidden wisdom and ancient knowledge. And then a quote I had about it's kind of how like religious ties, sort of. This folklore persisted through to Christian times, with folk tales in Scotland and England stating that bees would hum loudly at midnight on Christmas Day for the Saviour's birth. When the new Gregorian calendar was adopted in 1752, 11 days were removed, and the fact that the bees could not be heard humming on the new Christmas Day was taken as a sign of God's displeasure at the changes. Or that they just didn't take note of you arbitrarily changing the date.
Yeah. They can't read a calendar. I'm sorry. They didn't get the memo.
No, they did not. One bullet point, which was a thing they didn't really delve into in the source I was in, was like Greeks would often call the Oracle of Delphi the Delphic bee, or I was like, okay. I've heard of the Oracle, maybe, and sometimes they have problems.
The Matrix.
Delphi. I love the word Delphi. Something, it's like, and they had prophets and stuff, like Cassandra, I feel like was a Greek prophet. But like whatever I was reading did not expand on it, and there, like I said, there's just so much stuff that sometimes I didn't really. Like, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Like, I'm still on page 1. But in Egypt, bees were believed to be born of Ra's tears, and the sun god bestowed them god status.
Nice.
Gods now. Known elsewhere in the ancient world as the land of the bee, Egypt exported huge quantities of honey from the south of the country in big clay jars, as well as large volumes of beeswax for cosmetics, to make molds for metal workers, and as clean burning candles for the rich. It's just like so versatile, I think.
Only the rich.
Only the rich. Some candles are only for the fucking rich. Once I get my subscription series started on our Patreon, where I have been like reviewing some from the Scentbird subscription, which is like little trial perfumes and stuff. I'm like, the room sprays and stuff. I have one here that's like kind of vanilla-y.
Nice.
Because they did an Outlander collection, by the way. But like, the candles are like the fucking $40, $50, $60, $70 candles. I'm like, that's insane. I can't buy a candle that much.
I would never light that. At my work, so I don't even want to know what this candle costs normally, because at my work it's $100. It's $100 at my work,
and that's like yours is more like a wholesaler, like a more discounter price store. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like 40 to 60% off normally. So like, are you charging people $200 for this candle, Tom Ford?
I never know what to believe with those tags sometimes, where they're like, retail price. I'm like, how the fuck would I know? I don't go into those stores.
And somebody returned one. So me and some other people finally had a chance to smell it, like outside of all of its packaging. It's packaged like almost like a fragrance, so it's like in a whole box, and then it's like cellophaned, so like you couldn't even smell it.
That's such bullshit.
It smells awful. Fucking $100.
That reminds me of that scene in Friends where Joey accuses Chandler of stealing all the good smells from his meatball sub, because he's gonna suck up all the good scents in the back of the cop car. Oh my god. Also, I am mostly Chandler a lot of the times. We can all relate to some of them. Because I can also relate to the love of a sandwich. Oh my god.
Yeah. Chandler and Joey were forever my favorites.
Oh my god. I might be a combination of Chandler and Joey. You heard it here first. Okay. Oh god, where was I? Oh, up here. Excuse me. Oh, I had the Greek thing in there twice. Historically, Egypt was all about the honey. It said that there are documents indicating that almost 14,000... They're the honey trap! No. Sorry. Almost 14,000 tons of honey were transported annually north along the Nile. The production and exporting of honey and other bee products were tightly controlled by the state, with many wonderful titles of government officials, including Sealer of the Honey, Divine Sealer, Overseer of all Beekeepers, and Chief Beekeeper.
I would like to sign up for taste tester.
Taster
quality
of the honey.
Control.
Yeah. Did you ever see the movie with Jason Statham that just like called The Beekeeper or whatever?
You know what? If I did, I absolutely don't remember it.
Fair enough. It's, he's not playing a role that's any really different from any of the other ones because he's
Yeah.
called like a beekeeper, but what they really are fucking like assassins or whatever. And
Yeah.
like, hit, killers. But it's sweet because it's sweet. Like, honey, because it starts with it's like a senior getting scammed, actually, which I was like, speaking of scams, and then he like goes on a rampage.
Nice.
That's the impetus. Yes, that's the John Wick. Why am I killing all these people?
Yeah.
Also, the perfume thing I talked about, they are doing a John Wick collection. I don't know if I told you that. I think I might have. I told Pat. I was
John Wick.
I was like, what is it going to smell like? Gunpowder? Gunpowder?
Gunpowder, sweat, and blood.
Wet dog. Keanu Reeves tears.
If only they could... No, he cries no tears.
He never. He would never. Unless somebody
never once shed a tear.
This lady.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry. It's just so funny to me.
What kind of sense do you pull from a John Wick movie?
Seriously,
Tokyo
though,
Rain.
It's actually like good. Like I'll put this series up on the Patreon where it's like, yeah, some people, you know what the smell of rain on ground is actually called? There's a name for it. It's called petrichor. And you'll see like scents that will have these names. It'll be like, this smells like sandalwood or musk or petrichor, or like, yeah, it'll be like these crazy like scents. You're like, okay.
Yeah. I like sandalwood.
I love a sandalwood. Yeah.
Yeah, I love that, especially in like a fragrance. Yeah.
I'm into like some warm tones if it's like got some vanilla, but it's not just straight up sweet.
Straight sugar vomit. I hate that.
Or anything straight floral.
Gotta have it.
With nothing cutting through it.
Yeah.
Awful.
Yeah, too much. Yeah. I don't want to smell like a Hollister. Thank you. A Hollister store with your stained dummies you used to spray 17 times a day.
No, and you can be like... Anyway, I'll get it. I do swear I get it too on some videos I'm going to post, but you can be like, oh, can it be like a manlier scent with like a musk or something that's like eau de perfume for men? And you're like, yeah, that's fine. Like, ooh, it's got some pepper in it, some tobacco. Like, that sounds good to me. Actually.
Yeah. I like the spicy ones. Yeah, it's got to be like multi-dimensional. It can't just be like, this is Bath and Body Works, like just toasted marshmallow.
No,
just smells like sugar.
No, it's actually really nice.
Too much for me. Yeah, I don't mind it on other people, but like I would get a headache if I was wearing that fragrance on myself all day. But it doesn't bug me. Other people are. But yeah, just for my own, because there's a girl at work, she has like specifically a toasted marshmallow like fragrance, and every single time she wears it, I'm like, you're actually making me hungry. Like, it smells so good.
Oh, so it's, over, you can really smell the one specific scent.
Yeah.
That's
crazy. And even over like 4 hours working with her, it won't bug me or like annoy me. So like that one's really well done. But
that's crazy.
Some of the other ones, yeah.
One of the ones I got from Scentbird had a toasted marshmallow element to it. That's so funny. But yeah, it's just nice. It's just like, I feel like we all just had vanilla or there was another like body spray that everybody was into, like tropical something when I was like a teen.
Yeah.
Anyways, so sorry. So yeah, honey goes everywhere. Goes to Greece, where the legend has it a nymph named Melissa. Strange name for a nymph, I thought. She discovered and taught man how to make and use honey, and she also had wings and gave the power of prophecy from signs in nature to humans. So that's kind of cool. Magical Melissa.
Yeah, what a name.
So many of those like country or region specific. Russia, if a bee flies around you 3 times, you will go on a journey soon. Um, sorry, these ones aren't in like a category, I guess.
Oh.
In Appalachia, if a bee flies inside your house, then right back out, a visitor or a stranger is going to come by. But if the bee stays a while, so will your visitor. So,
Oh.
joke. In Lithuania, they believe the souls of the very best people come back as bees.
Cute.
I know. Slavic culture says they're sacred creatures. They are revered for their connection across living and dead. Oh, that's similar to the Scottish. And they're being weather predictors. This is kind of found in beliefs all over Europe because kind of makes sense because animals will kind of know if there's going to be like a hard winter. And that's, I've heard that in Native American beliefs too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just makes sense. You're just kind of connected to what's going on around you. But it's like
The vibes.
Yeah, the vibes of the hive. I love this. So if they're flying close to home, that's because like bad weather could be coming, like rain, snow. If they're wandering near and far, clear skies ahead usually, especially in the UK where they say if they're back to the hive before noon, then you're going to get like thunderstorms.
I think I've heard something like that before.
Really?
But yeah, maybe when I was a kid.
Weather, man.
Yeah.
I feel like we're always trying to predict it, like with the sailors, and they have all those rhymes with the red sky at night, sailor's delight, and stuff. And they would say, like in France, if they had thickly sealed hives, sort of thing, the harshness, like harsh winter ahead, if they were really thick and that kind of thing.
Oh. They were fortifying.
Right? I'm like, okay, that makes sense. And I like that. I feel like that's how I fell into this one where I was like, I like those superstitions that kind of turned out to mean something. And then I did kind of find a listicle where some, like, yeah, I would explain some of it. And they'd be like, well, I don't know. I think I have some of the notes where it's like the mirror, 7 years bad luck if you break the mirror. We definitely talked about this on page because you said people break mirrors all the time when you sell mirrors.
Yeah. Yep.
But like because in I want to say like Russia, the mirrors were tied to your health or beliefs about that like then it was believed you'd have 7 years of like bad health or something. And I was like, oh, that's one of the only like explanations or expansions I've seen on that lore. And I tried to find more like that, but I had a hard time. And then I was just like, there's just so much with the bees. So interesting. Yeah, similar to that in Sweden, if you have very busy bees in late summer, it's a long winter ahead. Hope to God we see some bees
Makes sense.
Yeah. I think I've seen some geese come back, or heard some. It's finally like spring is springing.
Yeah, if it finally stops randomly snowing in the middle of the day.
Yeah.
For like an hour or two and then stopping.
Yeah, if you guys still live in parts of Canada, you wouldn't be complaining like the American podcasters I listen to are like, it's hot already in places. Yeah.
Yeah, we're not quite there yet.
No. But it does say that some of that was based on some factual information, such as bees are sensitive to changes in barometric pressure. Is that how you say it? Thank you.
Yeah.
I was like, barometer. Nope.
No. It's the changes in like when you're gonna get precipitation. So it's like rain and everything. It's some people get migraines that are associated with changes in weather. and barometric pressure, so they get problems when it like starts raining or you get a thunderstorm or that kind of stuff. That like it's like a drastic change.
Oh yeah, then someone's like, their like knee starts aching, and they're like, "We're gonna get rain because my joints hurt." I've heard of this sort of thing sometimes.
Or like in Mean Girls, when that girl can always tell when it's already raining, or whatever she says.
Amanda Seyfried's character, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah. It's like something about not the sports channel. What is it? Oh
no,
no!
It's the Weather Channel.
She can predict.
She becomes a weather girl, and she's like, "There's a 90% chance it's already raining. Back to you." It's like, yes.
That's how my tits feel.
Yeah. And you're like, yes, but it's also already raining. Great job.
Oh, there was a good post the other day where, like, yeah, it was a weather person that had the last name Blizzard, and I was like, yes, we had one whose name was Cindy Day, and I always thought it's just one letter from Windy Day. You're born to be that thing. Or then it was like, in the compilation thing, it was like a cop that was named like Lieutenant Rob Banks or something, and I was like, great, great.
Rob's Bank.
Yeah. Yes, so how to train your dragon or your bees. You gotta get to know them. Yeah. Sorry. Yeah, I don't know if they're like ravens and all that, but they will apparently recognize you, and you know, they'll know you if you don't treat them right, so they'll not stick around, as they do ken their keepers. Oh, and this one I found was similar to what some people say about your first like set of tarot cards. It's better to be like gifted your bees, or you don't pay for them.
Oh, okay.
You barter for them, maybe.
Interesting. Hi, baby.
Yeah, I believe this is like in parts of Britain and stuff. It's supposed to be luckier. Hello, Gordo. And Scottish traditions say to put them in their new home, sometimes it's called a skep, or, you know, a hive, before sunset, or they won't prosper. And if you are the new keeper of an established hive, you must introduce yourself to them at midnight. And it's lucky you should tap each hive thrice with a small metal key while saying your name.
Those are so specific.
Wait, what if it's Beetlejuice? Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice. In Brittany, France, you introduced your hive with a treat of bees bread soaked in wine. And I was just like, bees love booze.
Double drunk.
Yeah. And you have to keep stress, violence, and swearing away from your bees too, because they are very happy drunks, and that will spoil their vibe. As you said, it's all vibes.
Gordo, you're just staring at me. Hi, baby.
Sometimes a swarm settling on your property is seen as good luck, as in some Slavic superstitions, where a wild bee colony found would bring 7 generations of prosperity.
Damn.
Fuck 7 years, right?
Yeah. Where do I sign up for the 7 generations of prosperity?
Let's go looking for some bee colonies.
Yeah.
So Portuguese fisher folk think a beehive found on your vessel, your nets will forever be full. I don't know how often that happens. But
no.
On your like ship. This one's just kind of silly and fun to me. The Swiss have a saying: a swarm in May is worth a load of hay. A swarm in June is worth a silver spoon. A swarm in July isn't worth a fly.
So it's too late.
I don't know why.
Help pollination has got to happen earlier in the year, probably.
Yeah, they'd probably just be like kind of getting ready to hibernate or something. Who knows?
Yeah. I have to hold this little boy up. He's leaned against me. He's gonna fall off the desk again. Just like last week. Little boy.
Cats,
You're
cats,
gonna
cats,
fall
cats,
off
cats,
the
cats.
desk.
Yeah. Oh, in Wales, a hive
so
on your
loud.
roof will bring wealth to your home. And also, strangely, bees inside your house were signs of poverty. So you rid them with some sort of rival words. Man, oh man.
Or you call an exterminator and
Yeah.
they help you relocate.
I feel like I went halfway down the rabbit hole on bee beliefs and folklore. there's blessings. Oh my god, like
Have you ever seen those videos of like people having crazy bee like nests in like their car or in the walls of their house? They'll like cut open their drywall and it'll just be like dripping. It's like crazy.
like the hive had taken root there.
Yeah, they'll like go in between the like 2x4s in your wall. So like that section in between where it's just the drywall, and they'll fill it up with like all the honey. Like they build their hive in there, so it's like the whole wall, and then they cut it open and it's just like the comb, and then the honey will just be like dripping on the backside of the drywall. It mostly happens in like super abandoned houses and stuff.
Yeah,
but some
wouldn't that be better to
like,
find
more
than a
rundown
wasp's
ones.
nest in some ways? Like it's horrible still.
Well, I think like
you could move them?
Yeah, like a wasp nest. I don't know if they really build in walls, but I think with the honey and everything, it can cause like a lot of like physical damage.
Exactly.
And everything.
They can be in like I thought we had a wasp nest in like a corner of a garage or something. Like,
yeah.
It'd be nasty. But damn.
I had a wasp nest that was being built in like our little I think in my garage or something, because I don't really like I can't really use it because the garage door doesn't open properly. It's because the garage is like sunk.
Oh, we have garage door opener problems too. Yay!
So the there was like a nest in there, and what we always did back from when I was a kid is you like put air in a paper bag and like blow it up, and then you just tie it up with a string, and it looks enough like a wasp nest that the wasp thinks there already is a nest there, so they won't build their own. And it works like every time. It's crazy.
Weird.
So I have one.
So you put it where you want them to go, like sort of thing, or
like no, you just like hang it. You just hang a fake one like anywhere in your garage or anything, and then if they ever go in there, they'll like see it and think, oh, there's already like a group here, so then they like leave and they won't build there.
So strange.
Yeah, but it works.
Oh, that's crazy. Like, good to know.
Because they're very like territorial.
Right. Yeah, so basically to get back to it, everybody's been using honey for a lot of healing properties and things and recipes and remedies for a long time. Oh, and it's just a natural sweetener. Oh, yeah.
And sore throats.
Right.
That's what my mom always liked to do.
Honey and cinnamon was like basically the only sort of quote unquote medicine we could ever get Rain to choke down. Which I kind of don't blame her, because I used to have to take things that I then later called dirt medicine, so I get it. But the Egyptians had more than like 500 uses and recipes and some such things to treat everything from eye disease to infertility. Yeah. Stick it on your eye, put it on your cock. Anyone that does watch Outlander will know Claire has used it to set someone's eye that she had to put back in its socket, basically, which is kind of gross when I say it like that, but that's what happened.
As like a Like a germ barrier or something?
Yeah, kind of like an eye drop, something to put under the eye
Oh.
patch to keep, because it's
Yeah,
viscous
bacteria.
and antibacterial, so it kept
Gross.
the eye. That very gross. The Greeks and Romans believed honey mixed with olive oil could restore eyesight, while honey with wine was thought to cure impotence. Oh yeah, so more of the eye, everything from your eyes to your dick. Ugh.
It can cure everything.
Right? It's a literal cure-all. The original snake oil.
Yeah.
Just kidding.
Probably. It's probably the oldest snake oil around.
They're like, it can do everything. Just mix a little cocaine in.
Yeah.
Medieval Europe. Sorry. Medieval European monasteries kept extensive apiaries, that's the bee places, specifically for medicinal honey production. Monastic records show honey mixed with various herbs was prescribed for ailments ranging from insomnia to intestinal worms. And actually, I have that like a make mead, like a Viking book that I have where it's like just make it with natural just honey and like yeast from the fruit and stuff. And it's like, yeah, they have a bunch that are like kind of more remedies where you make this one and put some herbs in it. And it's kind of more like drink it for your health than drink it to get drunk. Yeah.
Why not both?
Yeah, exactly. Porque los no dos or whatever. We're gonna keep saying. I keep hearing people say it in podcasts in Spanish. I don't know why. They're American, probably.
Probably.
Yeah, our like default second language is French, so that's not us. Yeah, okay, so that was just more of the quote about the medicinal and Ayurvedic. Oh, I forget how to say that. I've heard of this. It's like some holistic medicine. Ayurvedic medicine from India, honey combined with specific herbs was used to treat respiratory conditions. Russian folk medicine advocated honey poultices for drawing out infection, while Finnish tradition held that burns treated with honey would heal without scarring, even. Damn. They weren't all about them German scars to make you look badass or whatever.
Yeah.
So apparently it does have, natural antibacterial, inflammatory, and also wound healing properties. And nowadays, apparently medical grade honey can still be used for treating wounds, especially antibiotic resistant infections. And this,
interesting.
I was like, okay. Some say eating local honey gives you immunity to seasonal allergies. And I would imagine it just has to do with you having the local flora and fauna, the flora from the bees, like in your system.
The cross pollination or something.
Yeah, they make they go to the flowers in your region and they make the honey, and so then you're ingesting that in the honey.
Nice.
It's like, okay.
That's what you should do.
Oh. Allergies.
We'll go to that the farmers market in St. Albert again, and we'll find some fucking Edmonton goddamn honey, and we'll buy it, and then
yes,
we won't get sniffly as much.
It's true, right? Yeah, I've made some mead here, but also we went speaking of mead, honey wine, we went looking for some Mr. Pink today and couldn't find it. But we did find some of the Saskatoon mead, which is made with Saskatoon berries, and it's also quite delicious. Like a blackberry. You know what they are. They're kind of like a blueberry sort of situation.
Yeah, I don't love them. So it's not my favorite thing. Yeah.
Oh, but yes, I was going to take you to that. Have you been to the Sherbrooke liquor store? Because they had a lot of like craft beer and stuff in cans, and I know you love your like cool cans.
Oh no, I don't. I don't think I've been there.
This one I got from there was called it was from True North Cider, which is made in Alberta, and it was an Earl Grey flavored cider. So I did find that. And that was all
Was
right.
it good?
It was all right, yeah. 6.4%. It was kind of a...
Nice.
I know, right?
It's up there.
Right? Even for Canadian, like, the ciders tend to range on the, like, 5% side. And then I always laugh when Americans talk about their beer being, like, 3 or 4 or something. I'm like, that's so light!
Yeah. Are you enjoying your non-alcoholic beer there, bud?
Yeah. And actually, you know what actually is fun is I like that they do have a lot of good sort of, some brands are doing more non-alcoholic beverage options, and so that liquor store has quite a few interesting ones as well. So that's nice. To, like, well, if you're gonna make a party,
we'll have to go there.
Yeah. Yes. I was like, oh, I think Kelsey would like all these different cans and stuff.
I was sad because the one liquor store that's used to be attached to the Italian Center that I went into a couple times.
Yeah.
They used to have the 6-pack ring, and it was like a build your own thing. So you could pick like whichever ones you wanted. Yeah. And they closed down. They're not there anymore. And I was like, that was really nice because you could just pick whatever you wanted. And if you only wanted to try something, you didn't have to buy like a 4 or 6-pack of something.
Exactly.
And then chance you don't like it.
I like an individual option where I'm like, I can buy just one of this. Yeah.
That's not crazy overpriced. Like, you're not paying a whole bunch for... You're basically still almost paying the price of getting 6 as you would from the same brand as like a mix and match thing. Yeah. It was nice.
Yeah, this one's kind of a more upscale, so I wouldn't say it's like the cheapest place we can get our meat and stuff. But they definitely we went to recycle some of the 6-pack or 4-pack like plastic rings that they put on them now, the caps, and we're like chunk. I was like, oh no, it doesn't have a big hole. We have to sit here like throwing them in because we had like a stack of them.
Oh no!
Like, oh god. All right. I'm on to the more love marriage history of the honey and the bee connection.
Okay. Love the bees.
Oh, my favorite is when we get into the honeymoons. But apparently there was some like St. Valentine's connection. I don't know. I don't know if this makes sense. I did include some of a quote on it. And it seems divided. Like somebody tried to shoehorn honey into St. Valentine's story for some weird reason. Like, so the one source did say that honey and bees have long been associated with deities of love across Europe to Africa and further. So his, I guess, meaning like we're talking about St. Valentine, his current image is not out of place. How he recruited into such charming company? Some say that one dilemma of the early church was how to oust the Roman feast of Lupercalia on the 15th of February. You know, they got to get rid of them pagan and make it their own Christian thing.
Yeah.
Just like Saturnalia or Christmas or whatever. This made me laugh. It was a hairy flock blessing revel of dancing, drinking, sacrifice, love lotteries, and wild sexual expression. This ancient custom and festival of eroticism, revived by Julius Caesar, had its power rooted in a place, Lupercus, where the legendary she-wolf Lupus suckled Romulus and Remus. Hence, it never caught on in Britain. Nice. Yeah, like what? Those Romans and Greeks.
The prudes.
Yeah. We're like, we can't take it like that.
They see a woman's ankle, they faint.
Sugarcoat it for us. Yes, it's like, so hence it never caught on in Britain, but the celebration of St. Valentine's Day did. It is thought by some that in the effort to create a more demure and dour celebration of love, they searched for an innocent saint, a man named Valentine, who was martyred on the 14th of February in the 3rd century, fitted the bill. And yes, I know it's not Valentine's Day, but that just came up. Sorry.
Yeah, what? Why was he killed? Why was he murdered?
Right? Why are we making this about him?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're like, the problem was he had nothing to link him with the making of love, the birds and the bees, or any kind of romance. This reminds me of like the Easter thing
Nice.
where they're like, why? Why eggs? And they're like, because
Yeah.
it's from the pagan thing that had to do with eggs. There's no Christian connection.
Like, does the bunny poop the egg? Bunny
Did
egg.
Jesus poop the eggs? We were trying to figure out what to
And
do
what
next.
about peeps?
And you're like, what's in April? And then I was like, wait, Easter, Jesus crimes?
Jesus Christ. People dressed as Jesus killing people? Oh.
Oh, yeah, Christianity crimes. We'd be here all day. All day. Oh,
I
God.
could do this all day.
Oh, God, I'm sorry. What the fuck did I say? I think I might even have to turn my light on now. Oh, yes, nothing to link him with any kind of romance. Mightier pens were thought to have been wielded, and he was rebranded, excuse the pun, okay, as an emperor-defying prisoner who restored the sight to and fell in love with his jailer's daughter. Okay.
Cool.
So,
I guess.
They re-opted this
Interesting
prisoner story of love.
Interesting meet cute.
Yeah. Others, who restored the sight to and fell in love with his jailer's daughter. He is said to have left her a farewell note signed "Your Valentine," because that was his name. Sorry.
Yeah.
Just like, okay. Others will tell you that St. Valentine was never associated with romance until much later, and that Chaucer revived the saucy connotations of his feast day. That was...
What?
He's just some British writer guy. What?
Yeah.
Holidays are so weird, right? It's like we all do like Thanksgiving.
None of them make any sense.
No. Thanksgiving nobody made it happen until some lady was like writing for her women's magazine and was like, I want to make all these recipes. Let's celebrate this thing. You're like, okay.
Let's cook a turkey for 6 hours. And make a Jello mold.
I hope you have a very happy Easter with your family, by the way. It's good, right?
After we just shit on. Like,
No, and sometimes I'm a little bitter with holidays because sometimes I can't be with my family, and that's what they are sometimes. It's just an excuse to like be with family, right? Yeah, like
yeah.
So yeah, Saint Valentine is the patron saint of beekeepers? ? I wrote that down, and I believe it to be true. And then like also comes associated with Aphrodite, Venus, and other goddesses of love. Because sure, why not? Bring them along too.
Invite everybody.
Yeah. The more the merrier. Also, a side note that one, that source said that was Cupid's arrow can also... Sorry for the way I said that. Cupid's arrow was either dipped in sweet honey or acidic venom. So,
Okay. Sure.
Maybe, yeah, he makes you love her. He makes you hate. Maybe. And there's been other patron saints, like Bulgaria's Saint Karlampi, who used honey and natural remedies and had a feast day of February 26th. And you can celebrate him by baking hive-shaped pies and blessing your honey. Bless you, honey.
Bless you.
Bless your heart, honey. Ireland, I think, has Saint Abigail and Saint Deborah, patroness of beekeeping, whom legend said an angel appeared and told her, you will find your rightful place, your resurrection place, where she would then dwell forever. And there she saw 9 white deer, Or the one story goes that she threw hives of bees at some thieves, and the air was made brown with a blanket of bees. Like locusts.
I think that just rhymed.
Sorry. So stupid.
I threw a beehive at you.
Yeah. So yeah, like it's some video game, like you're Donkey Kong.
Yeah.
But I love a legend, and the rest was that another she turns bees to soldiers and a beehive into a brass helmet. So I don't know what her origin story is.
Only one helmet for all those soldiers?
Lord of the Bees!
They fight to the death over the helmet, and the one that survives is now her Valentine. And really, it was a love story the whole time.
Yeah, why did he even show up?
Yes,
I was,
Gordo.
So confused.
Do you hear this, boy?
No, I didn't.
No.
St. Bartholomew was a bee dude, and then there was also like mead dudes, like St. Findian, who that guy I've read would only eat bread and water all week until Saturday, where he got to eat a salmon and 1 cup of mead. And that was his whole fun.
Nice. That was his
know.
cheat day.
Yeah. Oh my god. Not like the legendary rocks that you did. Yeah.
Like 17 chocolate chip cookies.
Maybe not anymore.
Like, no.
He's skinny now. Yeah. Apparently Saint Bridget. I've heard of her too. Felt like she came up with another spring holiday, like the Candlemas. I don't know. I think she's Celtic, but her superpowers include blessing empty vessels that boom are filled with mead. You know, your tankards.
Nice.
Yeah, like maybe your whole like keg or whatever. I'm like, oh shit, girl, you are invited.
The patron saint of keg parties.
Keg stands. No, they literally were like, she can turn your whole bath water into beer. I'm like, we just used to like, you had to remember,
Yes.
like, you ever have a hotel party and like you start filling the bathtub with the ice or the ice machine, and then you put the beer in it. Yeah. Oh yeah, there was a Saint Benedict who summoned bees to nectar on his old feast day, which the Druids called Alban Eiler, or the light of the earth. But yeah, the more to the love side and honeymoons in ancient Greece, I think it's called hymettus honey, and it was fed to newlyweds for a sweet union. And then Roman brides were given honey cakes as fertility symbols also. Even Victorian age people exchanged honey bottles on Valentine's Day to ensure fertility. And in Eastern Europe, they gifted honey to the brides to bless the marriage with children as well.
They just really wanted everybody to have kids.
And the mead and the honey was the way to go. Yeah.
Yeah, everybody get drunk and have sex.
Basically. You hit the nail on the head.
And there's no birth control.
Yeah, but it was the mead's fault. Well, of course it was the mead's fault.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was still more of those ones where it's like, oh, having to do with your finding your love, a bee landing on your hand. In Ireland, might have been believed to be true love is on your way. And in Italy, a bee near a young woman's face meant her future partner is nearby. I love the weird ways they used to try to figure out who your husband was going to be.
Yeah. That's so bizarre.
Yeah, I mean, we all had our little fortune-telling paper thing we did called MASH or whatever, but now...
MASH, yeah.
Before that, it was like, they would like...
Mansion, apartment.
Yes, shack.
Shack and house.
But sometimes they would like, what was it, like carve a whole, like apple skin off and be like, and then the letter it makes is your husband's name. It's like, so everybody's husband started with like O or C or something circular.
Yeah. It sure isn't over there making an R.
No. And I used to really have a thing for guys that's name started with J when I was younger. Yeah, I don't think you're gonna get that. Yeah. Oh yeah, it's also like similar. Romania, she who catches a bee in spring is married like within the next year. In Switzerland, dreaming of a bee meant a wedding was coming soon. And Bohemia believed to step on a bee was to get a lazy husband. And I would just like to say they always say husband and whatever, but just replace it with partner because it's just always like, you know, hetero coded.
This sounds like a bunch of people getting stung by bees, and they're like, "No, it means your husband is on the way," or "No, it means you're gonna have good luck. Don't worry about it."
Yeah,
a bee stung your face, but it means
this is how we explain things we don't understand. No, it's just stinging you because you've gotten its way. Oh, and basically anywhere it seems in Great Britain is lucky to see a bee on your wedding day. So that would probably have to do with like if it rains on your wedding day. It's supposed
there's
to
a
be
lot of
unlucky.
Flowers too. There's like a lot of flowers at weddings. So if you have an outdoor wedding and you see a bee, it's probably likely.
It's very logical, yeah, for that to happen.
I don't know if you've ever had it, but I used to have it when I dyed my hair red like yours. I would get bees that would follow me because of my hair color.
Oh,
do they follow you too?
Well, I've dyed it quite reddish for a long time, so it would be hard to know if there was a difference at this point, actually. I would have already been dyeing it red when I was a teenager, when I got the bee sting I was talking about at King's Landing. Like, when I was younger. Yeah.
Yeah, because anytime I've ever had a bee come near me, other than the time when it landed on my finger when I was a kid.
Oh, yeah.
Every other time a bee has come near me, it's when my hair has been red, and like bees will follow me and they'll try and land in my hair and everything.
Oh yes, when you had and you had like quite short when like your curls can be very tight too. Like I could see them totally seeing it. It was like, that's a rose, that's a flower.
Pollinate my head.
Yeah.
It's a moving target.
Yeah.
It's running away.
I don't know. But mine is a lot straighter too, so
yeah.
Maybe it's like when they're like, oh, mosquitoes are attracted to colors and blacks and perfume and deodorant and sweat, and you're like, well, I can't win then. You're like,
yeah,
nothing will work. Stupid. Yes, so a little on that. Many cultures have traditionally enjoyed mead or honey wine at their marriages and wedding ceremonies. And it tastes so good. The Welsh...
Yeah, just alcohol. There's alcohol at weddings. Great.
Exactly. I knew it was like associated with a Norse like honeymoon situation, but apparently it's, you know, the Welsh, Germans, and little Scandinavians have sort of had this at their ceremonies in the past. So like northern, maybe because like when you think about it, like grapes only grow well in certain more southern like regions, right?
Yeah.
So you can't always be growing grapes. Sometimes you got to be growing that. You got to have that honey wine, or else you don't got no wine at all.
Yeah. You gotta get a hardy, not pampered little grape wine. You gotta get a stone fruit.
Ooh, you know we love a stone fruit in anything. Oh, that's funny. Oh yes, and so it's been associated with obviously toasting, dancing, you know, the toasting the couple. Excuse me. But also onto the honeymoon part with the baby making. And so a lot of the lore goes that
you're gonna give me all the uses of honey.
No, but I love
like
this.
It's lube. It's a condom.
It's like the etymology of why we call it a honeymoon. Because they're like, give that couple enough mead so they can go fuck for a month. And by the time they come
They're
back,
shy. They've
they should
never met before.
they should be with child. Wait, what?
No, because if it was like an arranged marriage and
Oh,
they never
yeah.
met before or anything like that, I'd be like,
They're
it's
gonna-
awkward. Make them both drunk.
They're gonna need some wine or some honey wine or something to make it a little bit more palatable.
You see this shenaniganizer over here.
They gotta lower their inhibitions a bit because they don't know the shit out of each other. I mean, there's a very arranged marriage. Not a love match that comes up a lot in like romances and stuff too. But sometimes, just because they're not a love match, they grow, to love and lust for one another. What is he doing now? Did he go away?
Oh, he ran away now.
Okay. Oh yes, I'm literally on my last page because the other one is just sources. So, for 1 month or moon cycle, you send the couple off to make love and drink mead, and that's their honeymoon. And since it's a quite known apparent aphrodisiac and fertility and virility booster, then that everyone's going to get knocked up. It's like Viagra in a bottle, apparently. No.
I think it just basically means if you put people on vacation for a month, they're
You're going to lubricate the wheels a little bit too. Yeah, I think that's just going to happen. Kind of is it a monkeys at the zoo? No, sometimes they're too watched. Oh. And they were like, oh yeah, sometimes the groom's so full of bursting of mead, they gotta carry him up to bed. But like, as long as the baby comes 9 months later, the mead's worked its magic. I was like, that's so Game of Thrones. It's like, oh, they have to get everybody upstairs and naked and make sure that they bedded each other. You're like, ugh, gross.
Yeah.
And they also do seem to serve some sort of royal representation at times, where Egypt in the past, I had 1, 2, maybe 3 pictures. Don't even know if I put them on the drive after I made sure the drive was working. But you can find some from Egypt because the bees became the symbol of the pharaoh, I guess.
Oh, okay.
They love their animal symbolism, cats and stuff.
Yeah.
Also, Napoleon took the bee symbol because he liked that it was also the symbol of the Merovingian kings of France. And I probably said that wrong.
No idea.
Right. Pronouncing things on podcast, notoriously impossible. The Hindu used the blue bee symbol for Vishnu, and the goddess Bharani Devik used the bumblebee. And they also said early Christian symbols of purity and resurrection were bees, and they also used beeswax in the holy church candles. But that is probably enough bee facts for today.
Yeah.
It's such a treasure trove. I'm so sorry, you guys.
Yeah, there's a lot.
Yeah. It's surprising I didn't even read my bee blessing from the copy of the Outlander book, but that's okay. There's different cultures. They have bee blessings. You can all look it up. You can all go down the rabbit hole, the beehive, whatever you want. Anyway, I've taken enough of everyone's time.
I feel like now, I've been thinking about it, but I feel like now I do have to go and I have to get a bee tattoo of some kind.
Oh, so
I'm
cute.
like, I think this is a sign.
That would be so
But I don't know what I want. I don't know if I want like a cartoony, cute little like fat bee or something, or just like...
Yeah. Now we really got to get the pictures up on the drive and on the Instagram and all the... Here's the bee hieroglyph to the bee,
Yeah.
all the different bee interpretations. Oh, I could see that being so cute though. And they're not even one of my favorite animals. Like I said, like sometimes I'd be kind of scared of them, you know, but they're very, very cool.
Yeah, I've loved bees the longest of any animal. So
I really didn't even think
like,
we've
other
ever really
than,
talked
like,
about
cats,
that.
maybe?
Is that crazy?
Oh.
Or I'm just not paying attention. Yeah, they're cool though.
I don't know. I have a bee pin on my lanyard at work. I have
okay.
a bee pin on my one jacket. I have earrings and necklaces.
Oh, I don't remember your earrings. That sounds cute.
Oh, those are fairly new.
Oh, are they? Oh,
They're cute little like studs. Yeah.
Yeah. Sent a package to the daughter there, and when I saw a Beanie Boo that was like a pig, I was like, oh, I love pigs. I'm gonna send that one to her. I don't think she has that one.
Nice.
Yeah. Aw, so cute. All right, well, sorry, I think I might have tangented a bit longer than I.
Yeah. We will catch up with you guys next time.
True.
What are we even doing? What's our next regular episode?
I was gonna say, let this long episode tide you over until
Did we?
Ooh. Oh, sorry, I'm just making noises. 420
like,
crimes.
cons.
The
Oh yeah,
lead
420
one.
crimes.
Yeah. Yeah. I kind of wanted to do cons, but then like you were like, yeah, it's April, and then I was like, yeah, we decided to settle on like it'll be coming out near 420. So
Yeah. It'll be like April 17th or something. 420.
Yeah. So it should be murderless and a little bit on the lighter side.
Yeah. Well,
Always good.
we'll try and find something. Should be entertaining, nonetheless. We'll channel
Yeah.
We'll channel something.
I'm trying to pick the ones where someone
Snoop
gets convicted unfairly for something super small that ruins their lives.
We will channel Snoop Dogg and who else? Seth Rogen. Seth Rogen smokes a lot too.
19 crimes. Yeah. Pineapple Express. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
All right. We'll catch up with you guys next week. Or not next week, next time.
Yeah.
Bye-bye.
Thank you for listening. Thank you for listening to Castles and Cryptids. We love all our listeners and appreciate every subscriber, every new review, every listen, rate, and download. Our music is by Kobe Off Air, and our cover art is by Antonio Garcia. We are also a proud member of Darkcast Network, where you can find the best and spookiest of all indie podcasts. Follow us on social media, where we are at Castles and Cryptids on mostly all of the things, now including TikTok. Check out our bonus content on Patreon. Cryptid clashes, video minisodes of your hosts making asses of themselves, Ask Me Anything, quizzes, other special episodes, and more. Starting at just $2 a month, you can get 1 to 2 extra episodes, depending on your level. We produce, edit, and research everything ourselves, and any support you can lend helps us to keep it cryptic. Oh, he's jumping up.
He's being a shit. Yeah, there he is. Gordo, meow.
He's like, I
Gordo.
will not perform on cue.
Meow. Meow.
Oh my god. Did I even say that I was drinking mead now in honor of it. Yes, I did. But
Yeah.